Hello and welcome to Rauta. I'm Jerry, and this time we'll go all the way to a band known as Furia. And before we head to that, let's just take a quick look on the Metal Archive site. Now, you might know that there are plenty of Furias out there, one from Argentina, Belgium, Ecuador, Finland, France, Poland, Spain, Sweden, etc. And now you're wondering, okay, which one this is. Now, this one is from Poland, so of all the links here, you choose the Polish one, and boom, you end up landing with the band from Katowice, 2003, founded a Polish black metal band that, according to Metal Archive site, is later listed as black metal / experimental, whereas early ones black metal. Now, quite a few albums out. This one is the 2023 album Huta Luna. And now it's time to do this unboxing of sorts. Let's just remove this out of the box here and let's take a look what this 60 minutes of an album really looks like. Now, had I taken a look at the Metal Archive's genre definition of the band, I would probably understood better before listening to this why it is like it is, but I must say, better this way rather than having weird expectations. This is of Pagan Records, comes with a nice cardboardish feeling with the inlay, and as you can see there are no other print but the band name and album title. This is almost like this golden CD. Then you have this rather sturdy cardboardish booklet. And why I keep mentioning sometimes this material is like some are very thin paper, this is more like cardboardish, giving a little bit more, I don't know, feeling, more value. And very simplistic, very minimal in design when we go through these lyrics, which are, as you can see, in Polish. So it doesn't really help you much getting into the vibe when there are only a few words like here, ski, sni. And yeah, do figure out what the band is doing. Other than that, this is indeed quite experimental in nature because, what I will explain, this ain't no purely black metal release. This is in fact like putting two different styles into the box of one, which explain this 60 minutes of an album with almost 30 minutes of an ending track. So, in essence, now you're asking, what the hell does that mean? And I will explain. Now, the first 9 songs or so are very fast-paced black metal. Let's be honest about it. Once you go beyond the gimmick, where the songs are short and sweet and just aggression with fast tempo all the way blasting, you can figure out, yes, the drummer is skilled and all that stuff. After maybe 2 or 3 songs, you pretty much figure out, okay, that's the story these guys are going to tell. There's not going to be a lot of variation with the songwriting or tempos. It's going to be just super fast blasting and then some quite nice but not really memorable riffs. By the way time fades, whatever you're done, when you go to the track number 10, you already feel like, okay, I've heard the same song now 9 times. At least that's my honest opinion. That is, these songs are not exactly great. They are there to suit your need when you're looking for some blasting riffs and all, but beyond that, not much is happening, so it's more like repeating one song after another. If that suits you, fine, then you're gonna enjoy this. If not, this isn't your cup of tea. What happens with the track number 10 is, and this took me a couple of times to figure out because I kind of started to, sliding away from the whole album, is that this 27 or almost 28 minutes of an ending track, it's mostly ambient. It's not really dark ambient. It's not like haunting, horrifying atmosphere where it is taking place, but more like some background noise. Not noise really, but ambience. And while I have nothing against that, I must say it's not really fascinating. It's not really interesting. I could be listening to other, coworkers, which fortunately I don't have here at the home office. But you have like a airplane, like a jet noise coming from the background, some almost like talking but too silent to figure out what is going on. So it's almost like you're filling half the album with some nonsense basically. So instead of going for like 9 songs, some 35 minutes give or go, it's like, hey, we have some 30 minutes of black metal and then we have almost 28 minutes ambience, resulting in a 60 minutes of an album which feels like you have 2 things to do. 9 tracks of fast blasting black metal, no variation really. Then 28 minutes of ambient, which isn't exactly interesting or variation either. So you have basically like 2 things happening on the album, and that's pretty much of it. When it comes to the black metal ones, you can say, yeah, the production is pretty solid, so goes the vocals, blah, 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 but nothing out of ordinary, nothing really fascinating, nothing like, wow, this is something I want to go back to. Actually, by the time I had been listening to this 2 times, I was already figuring out, like, I'm not gonna go back to this, except for the 3rd time, which is the final time I decided, okay, now I can talk about the album and explain what's going on. Resulting in a very, very mediocre thing. I mean, it doesn't annoy me one bit, but let's be honest, I have heard hundreds or maybe thousands of albums with similar, or at least as similar when it comes to level of interest of riffs here. Nothing is annoying, nothing is like making me wow, nothing is making me like I want to play it, I want to listen to it, I want to talk people about it. It's a very, very lukewarm album in that respect. Like it's fundamentally no weak points, no low points, no high points kind of album. It is just a black metal album, which is 30 minutes too much. If you're into the band or if you are into one-trick ponies, yes, this could be your thing. If you like fast blasting especially, and you don't mind somewhat recycled feeling with the riffs, yeah, go ahead. This could be really your next thing. But take my word for it, there are so many bands, so many albums doing fast black metal with so much more variation, interesting riffs, cool melodies, and just more fierce and aggression, which this album unfortunately lacks. So this is the kind of a proof. You definitely need more than blast beats and just, fast guitar playing in order to make an impact. This doesn't make an impact. It is as minimal as the booklet I just showed to, and there's no way going around it. But if that's all you need, go for it. Links provided in the description box. Off you go, and I hope you enjoy it. Bye bye.